Hey YouTube! So a lot of people will show you how to make fires with flint and steel and all kinds of other gadgets and gadgets. Don't see too many on how to start a fire after you've had a fire. So as you can see here, we still have a fire, and if I put my hands here, I can hold it there for a while, but it's getting hot. So that says we still have enough coals that we should be able to get a fire going. So we're going to give it a shot. So what you want to do is kind of bring up the bigger pieces from underneath. That should be your hot coals. Something like this, you just give it a little whack and try and get the hot coals off of these. Now if you blow on them, we should be able to see some embers. When you're doing this, you want to make sure that you have your fire starting equipment ready to go. So let's see what we got. So we've got lots of red ember. We should be able to get this going. So I made some feather sticks. Now you don't necessarily need feather sticks. You can do it with the leaves or any other tinder that you want. Make sure that you have room to breathe on it. So you'll notice that, like every other fire, you start with the tinder, then you start with the small stuff, and you start working up to the bigger stuff. And I didn't even have to blow on it. There we go, we've got a fire. Often you will have to blow on it, but not always, just like you see. And you didn't have to use any of your equipment. It's something that you can keep going. If you're going to walk away from the fire and you want to keep it, then what you do is you take your ashes and you cover your embers, because then they will stay warm inside and it will slow down the burn, because it doesn't have enough oxygen to keep burning properly. So sometimes, depending on how many embers you get, you can keep them for the whole day. Now with that being said, we're going to take a step back and we're going to talk about fire safety. We're here in the woods and we have a fire pit here. This fire pit was built, it was dug out, and then there was sand put in it, and then the rocks put around. So there's a depth of sand to make sure that there's no roots. And the trees that are around are a little bit of a distance away. The roots were dug up, cleared away, because what can happen is, you saw that we started a fire with embers. That can happen to the root system. So if you're in the woods and you're building a fire, make sure that there are no roots below your fire, because they will do the same thing as the embers. They will slowly burn and work their way across, and they will actually, sometimes a week, 2 weeks later, you'll have a forest fire. Be very, very, very careful when you set fires in the woods. Okay, so that's starting a fire for embers. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment, and we'll see you next time.